Here's 3 things that I recommend everybody do if you're not where you want to be right now skill-wise and you're not closing the amount of business that you want to be closing. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how to make $10,000 a month selling insurance. And guys, at the end of today's video, I'm going to give you guys the most valuable tip that I still use today to follow up and help people get coverage that I've talked to 3 months ago, 5 months ago, even if I talked to people last week. Guys, that's going to be at the end of today's video. We're going to dive right into it here. Guys, the first point that we're going to touch on here is to reverse engineer the numbers. Okay, if we know that the goal is $10,000 in profit, then we can start to solve that problem. This is how I work most of the goals in my life. If I know I want to get somewhere in a certain amount of time, I reverse engineer it, work backwards on what I'm going to need to do to obtain that outcome. Okay, so for us today, we're going to be talking about $10,000 a month in profit. And I know for my business, I spend money on leads. So for me, if I spend, let's just say $2,000 a month on leads, which is $500 a week. So I'm going to spend $500 a week for 4 weeks in a month, let's say. That's going to be $2,000 extra. So I'm going to need $12,000 to hit my bank account. This is going to be total, so I can profit $10,000 after my lead spend. Okay, so $10,000 in profit is going to be our big title, our big goal. We're going to say our average sale is about $1,000 in annual premium, and we're just going to assume that we're going to get 70% advance commission. This is not including any back-end payouts. This is not including any reoccurring revenue that we get for being inside this industry from the carriers. Thank God that we do get reoccurring revenue, but we're just going to assume that that is not including any of this in today's example. So we're going to have to write $12,000. We're going to have to write business to earn $12,000 to hit our bank account, and we're only going to be working with 70%, assuming that's our advance rate on average, right? 70% upfront commissions. So if we do a little bit of math here, we're going to know that, and this is 12,000 divided by 70%. We'll know that we'll have to write $17,142 in annual premium. Okay, so what that means is, on average, to your right, averages, we'll just about have to write 17 to 18 policies, which will advance us and we'll have hit our actual bank account. If the average percent of commissions is about 70% of the annual premium, that's going to earn us $12,000 in money hitting our bank account. If we write $17,142 in annual premium. So we know that we'll have to write just about 17. We're going to round it up and say 18 policies in a month. Super doable, by the way, on $500 of lead spend a week. So we have 4 weeks in the month. We're going to spend $500 on leads. And then if we divide 18 by 4, because there's 4 weeks, we'll have to write 4.5 policies in a week. That's 1 policy per day, Monday through Friday. Okay, this business, guys, is very simple, but it is not always the most easy. Okay, so I'm going to explain what I mean by that in just a second here. So we know the numbers now. So that's 1 a day, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday working. I'm going to be dialing, right? Okay, so now I know that I got to do 1 policy a day, and I'll be just above what I need to hit 18 policies in the month, which will earn me $17,142 in annual premium, which will earn me on average, if my commission rate, upfront commissions, is 70%, then I know that I'll get just about $12,000 deposited in my bank account, which is after lead spend at the end of the month going to be, for 4 weeks in a row, if I run that play, that's going to be $12,000 in my bank account, $10,000 in profit. Okay, let's break it down to the day-to-day for you guys, right? So now we know that we got to sell 1 policy a day. Well, how do I solve that problem? Well, to sell 1 policy a day, I know that for us here at Real Financial, the framework that we follow is to sell 1 policy a day. Now, we want our people to sell more than that, and that's really the goal, is to develop our agents to be able to spend the same amount but sell more. We're just going to say we'll sell 1, right? I know that our average agents usually sit somewhere around a 20 to 25% closing ratio while they're newer. So we're going to sit inside that range. So if we have 300 dials that we can make in a day, this is using some kind of CRM, or maybe you have a tool that helps you make phone calls a little bit more quickly. If you don't have that, I really recommend that you do have that, because it's going to help you be able to work out more people. Or like us, we have the Real CRM, which is Real Financial CRM, and this thing is actually going to generate, it has 30-day drip campaigns that people reach out and they text back, and then we can work appointments based off of the people that text back, right? So we're usually, if we don't make 300 dials, it's because we're talking to people, but we're going to assume that we have the attitude to make 300 dials, and I'm going to break that up even more. I'm going to make 2 dial sessions that are gonna be 150 dials. That's gonna be my attitude, right? And I know that if I can have that attitude for 4 hours twice a day, I can make 150 phone calls, then I know that I'm gonna find 2 to 3 presentations within that 4-hour block. Now this is leveraging the tools and resources, leveraging the dialers to be able to contact people more quickly, and having conversations on the phone, okay? If I can do that, then typically what ends up happening is I get 1 sale a day because I'm getting 4 presentations to 5 presentations every single day, sitting inside that bracket of 20 to 25% close ratio. I should be able to find my 4.5 a week. Pretty simple. Those are the numbers. That is the actual how-to. Now, I'm gonna say this because most people that we work with haven't had any experience inside the industry. Most people that come into Real Financial have not had any kind of sales experience, or they don't know anything about insurance. So if that's you, what we're gonna do is we're gonna need to get good at selling and good at speaking and talking to people so we can actually close business and help families. So what are we gonna do? Here's 3 things that I recommend everybody do if you're not where you want to be right now skill-wise and you're not closing the amount of business that you want to be closing. The first thing is going to be to read your script out every single day for 30 days. This is a 30-day game plan to be able to help you make more money, help more families, and become independent and really live your own life and create your own schedule inside of this industry, because that's what it has the opportunity to do. So the first thing is to read your script every single day. If you're new inside the business, it's not that you don't know what you're saying, it's just that it's new information. It's really easy to get that information to become muscle memory, just like riding a bike. Sure, the first time you rode a bike, it was a little bit difficult, and now when you ride a bike, it's really simple. So practice your script, practice your objections. We want these words to flow like water. We don't want it to sound odd. And for most of us inside this industry, we have learned over time that the conversation is going to be 95% why we're there. So we're going to be talking about the prospect situation, what their problems are, what it looks like if they don't get anything put in place, who they're looking to protect, how we can help solve that problem, okay? 5% of the conversation is going to be about the products, right? So we don't want to get caught up and get analysis paralysis by worrying all that much about all the products and all these little details. We want to make sure that we can speak and talk to people about their issues and their problems, following a question-based framework, which is our script, so we can get them to tell us what their issues are. We're going to be able to solve problems, okay? So that's the first thing. Practice your script, practice your rebuttals every single day for 30 days. You'll be 10 times farther along than you think you are right now. The second thing that we're gonna do to be able to actually get good at selling and learning the skill and being able to close business is going to be to plug in with a mentor, okay? Most people in this business have a mentor. If you do not have a mentor, make sure you find someone in this industry that can actually teach you and spend time with you to invest into you, to make sure they're giving you accurate feedback. Because if you just get given a script and they say, go hit the phones, you're most likely not gonna be able to work out your kinks, figure out your tonality, whatever the issues are inside of your business. You need to work with someone side by side and make sure that they're giving you some time to work out those problems. Okay, the third thing is gonna be to join a community, okay? I know that for us at Real Financial, we have a thriving community, tons of people that have fun, love what they're doing, selling insurance, so it makes it easy for us to hop on a live dial Zoom or a training call or get in our group chat in our Discord and be a part of the team, right? It's gonna make it 10 times easier if you can find people to run with to become successful, because that's gonna give you little buddies that you're going to war with, going to battle with, going to make money with, and you're not a bunch of coworkers, you're a bunch of friends figuring out how to make money, and you're all doing it together. We call it success by association. If you can get around the people that are doing it, you're going to become successful. And guys, if you're brand new, if you haven't been in this industry, you don't know what you're doing just yet, just understand this. All the information, all the knowledge and experiences that you've had inside your life so far have gotten you just to where you're at right now. We just need to give you some new information, some new knowledge, and some new experiences to get you to be able to go where you want to go. And if that's making $10,000 a month selling insurance, lean into the process, lean into that difficulty a little bit, and just kind of enjoy learning about the script, learning about the process, learning how the people who are doing it at a higher level than you are. Because if people are doing it, that means it's possible. And I know for me, I went from $0 in my bank account, taking a loan out, pulling out $1,500 from a bank, investing that into $1,500 straight to leads when I literally had $0 in my bank account. And then I started to make money. And I didn't do that because I was on an island. I did that because I plugged into a team, a community, and a group of people that were already doing it farther along from me. So guys, to fulfill my promise, to give you guys the one tip that I use still to this day, and a lot of our agents have a ton of success with, to follow up with people to get sales, is here's what you're gonna do. Anybody that tells you they have a good reason to buy, which means that like, hey, I wanna make sure my family doesn't have to come out of pocket. I wanna make sure that this person, in my life doesn't have to go through a hardship just like I'm going through, right? I don't want to leave a financial burden. Anybody that tells you they have a good reason to buy, whether it's mortgage protection, final expense, it doesn't matter what kind of insurance. If they're going to tell you they have a good reason for it to get it, it's not a matter of whether or not they're going to get it. It's just a matter of when and from who. So what I'm going to do is, even if that person goes to me, if I present numbers and I never hear back from them, they hang up with me, they're busy, I can't get back in touch with them, they go into a pipeline that never stops getting calls. And what I do is every week, I'm going to rotate this call box that I have. And so I'm going to pick 20 people, 25 people a week. And every single week, doesn't matter if it's from 5 years ago, doesn't matter if it's from 3 months ago, doesn't matter if it's from yesterday. I'm putting people in that box, in that list, and every day for 7 days for that week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to call them at least 2 times, different times of the day. So like maybe 9 a.m. and then like 4 p.m. And then maybe the next day I do 12 p.m. and like 7 p.m., right? And I'm just going to hit them for 1 week. Here's the thing, guys. Most people, they throw those leads away and they never call them again. These people are going to get the coverage. And even if you can get one of those policies to drop that you would have just forgotten about, that could be as much as $1,000 in a commission that you were not getting and you were leaving on the table. So there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of people that still need the coverage that are out there. And if you're just going to pass off those leads and never call them again, you're never going to get anything out of them. Something else that I recommend is having a text drip campaign that goes out continuously long term to make sure that you can actually follow up, keep in touch with a lot of people at the same time. So you don't have to do any extra work, but it's all in the system. Right, guys? So if this video helped you guys, I'd appreciate it if you guys left a like. And guys, we do these just because this business has totally changed my life. The life insurance industry has 100% changed my path, my career, my trajectory, my ability to make money, and just to honestly feel fulfilled in helping other people be able to do the same thing. So if you guys want an opportunity, you guys can go to realfinancial.com, check us out. We'll see you in the next video. Man, if this is the video that helped you out today, I'm gonna place a couple other of my videos right here for you guys to watch. It's exactly what you're gonna need to see following today's video, guys. See you in the next one.